Yes, good morning, my people. Your boy Anthony here. Just heading out to work. I haven't been to work from Saturday because I was having a flu. Yeah, Saturday when I came in from work, the flu hit me hard, real hard before the big storm arrived. Yeah, I was so sick from that flu, you know. And then I was like at home, and my daughter-in-law, she gave me some Tylenol. I took two, and in the night, it kind of let me feel a little bit better, but my body was still aching, and the fever was still on, although I was feeling a little bit better. But then later in the night, my son, came and gave me a cup of ginger tea with garlic, and trust me, it did its job. Yeah. By the end of the morning, I was feeling much better, And then I must apologize to you guys because I wanted was to come out into the storm, when the snow was falling in all its glory. I wanted was to come out and get a video for you guys, show you guys the real effect of it when it's falling and things like that. But because I had that flu, I couldn't come out. But I came out the day after, and I made a video of the place, showing you guys what it looks like. Yeah, it got a couple nice views, It wasn't bad. But I couldn't come out because the flu was on me. Yeah. And I'm telling you, when my son gave me the ginger tea with garlic, when I wake up in the morning, I continue with it. I went and boiled me another pot of it, ginger tea with turmeric and garlic. Yeah, and I was able to get up this morning, and I'm now heading out for work. Yeah, so from Saturday until now, it's my first day for going out to work. Can't wait until Monday, because come Monday, I'll be off for 3 weeks. I'll stay home and, rest my body properly. Yeah. I'm tired, man. I need that rest. I'm gonna rest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna sit home and I'm gonna enjoy that 3 weeks at home. Rest myself. Yeah, I need that rest. Yeah, that fluid. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you live here or you want to come here, make sure when you come in the winter time, you dress properly. I knew I catch that cold Saturday, because Saturday when I was at work, I was out. I never felt my hands so cold and freezing in a long while. Saturday was extremely cold. It was so cold. And even my throat was feeling funny. But when I went back inside, and then I, get warm again, it wasn't feeling bad. But when I came home, that's when I started to feel my body getting ached. My knees started feeling funny and things like that. And I realized that I'm having a flu. So I called, because generally my son goes to work 4 in the evening, and then he comes off at 4 in the morning. So I am the one who has to get up and go and, let him in when he comes. I had to call my daughter-in-law and tell her whenever he comes, she has to go and let him in because I'm having a serious flu. I can't go outside. Yes, I'm telling you, it was terrible. Well, my day is not too bad. I'm able to go to work today, Welcome everyone. Give thanks, for all those who are tuning in. Your boy Anthony here. I'm going to work now. I haven't been to work from Saturday because of the flu. Yeah. And then now, yes, that is it, I'm feeling much better, so I'm on my way. But now I want to talk about a video that I saw on YouTube with this lady. I don't know if you guys seen it. This lady that she called the immigration and the Jamaican restaurant. Yeah. I don't think her story is true. I'm not going to bash her, because what I would like to hear the other side, because we're only hearing her side. I'd like to hear the other side, from the restaurant people who owns the restaurant. But what she's saying, it doesn't add up, because now she comes out with another video again. In the first video, she didn't state that she was assaulted and she was burnt with hot coffee that was thrown on her. Now she comes stating that she was assaulted and the restaurant owner, husband, threw hot coffee on her. If someone threw hot coffee on you and it burns you, that's a police job. You know what I mean? You call police. You know, what she did, I'm not going to bash her, until I hear the harder part. But what she did was, over the board. It was too much. You're not only ruining the owner's life. What about the people that were working there? Because that place is totally shut down now. You know. No, mind you, in the first video, she claims that when she bought the food was rotten. Now, there's a big difference between rotten food and food that is cooked and don't taste good. She bought the first food and the food was rotten, but yet she ate some of the food. Right? Number one. Number two, she went back. She didn't ask for a refund. She asked for another plate of food. Now, if I buy food at a restaurant and it is rotten, why would I want to go back and ask for another plate of food? There's no way I'm going to eat another plate of food from that restaurant. No way. Her story doesn't add up. But let's wait until we hear, the restaurant people's side. This story was brought by, what's his name? I forgot what his name. When I remember, I tell you guys. But it was one of them YouTubers, a popular YouTuber. Yeah. Somebody can tell me. If you saw it, you can tell me what's his name. This lady's story doesn't add up. Right? And she said she went back and she asked for another plate of food. Why would I want another plate of food if the food that she served me already was rotten? Why would I eat the food if it was rotten? And now, the second story, she's saying that, because in the first story, she didn't mention anything about being assaulted. She didn't mention anything about hot coffee being thrown on her. Now, she comes in the second video and saying that she was assaulted and hot coffee was thrown on her, even saying that she has the burn on her hand. And then she has these glasses on. From the first video to this second video, she hasn't taken that glass off that anyone could see her eyes. I'm not going to judge her. I just want to wait until when I hear the other side of the story. Yeah, Mix Up Boss was the TikToker who, the YouTuber who brought the story. So I just hope he can, try and contact the restaurant people and get their side of the story. Because it doesn't add up. And the reason why I'm not going to bash her or judge her, to be fair, there's a lot of Jamaicans who doesn't have good customer service. And it's true. A lot of them. And it is even more rampant in Jamaica. It is a bigger problem in Jamaica. I've been in Jamaica, you go into the bank, and these young people that work in the bank, they have no manners. They don't know how to talk to you. They'll be talking to their co-worker and you stand. Where I'm going to work right now. Where I'm going to work right now. Where I'm going to work right now, I have to be very careful with my customers. Because if I don't display proper customer service, I can be fired. You got to be careful with some customers too, because some customers really don't have any discipline. They don't have any respect, They will come in and they behave the most way. And because they know that the word is that customers are always right, they will carry on with some sort of disrespectful behavior towards you. But you got to be professional, you got to know how to respond to them. For me, when they act up, I just keep quiet. What I do, I'll say, okay, ma'am or sir, let me find, somebody above me who is better able to serve you. I try to diffuse the situation. I don't try to retaliate in any, ignorant or, aggressive form. Yeah, we got to understand. Jamaicans need to learn how to do customer service. We are very poor in that. We need to learn how to do customer service. And I think they should teach customer service to the younger youths from the primary age up to high school. Teach them how to, have a day at school when they do that. So when they leave school and they go out into the workforce, they are how to, deal with customer service. Customer service is very important in any business. You think it's easy for someone to work? Take for instance me now. I'm going to work now. What's the time now? 1:39. I'm going to work. Right? And to work my money and work so hard in this cold weather. And when I go to spend my money, you're gonna deal with me like I'm not important to your business? Yeah, let's be fair, I don't know what transpired at that restaurant. So that's why I say I want to hear the other side of the story. So I hope Mixo Boss can, get it, because maybe he knows how to contact those people and get that story out, that side of the story out. So let's not go too heavy on this woman now. Although I can see that she's lying, you know what I mean? I see where she's telling a lot of lies. Because number one, in the first video, she did not mention anything about being assaulted. And being assaulted is one of the biggest charge you can, occur on yourself in this country. Throwing hot coffee on someone and burn someone, that's a serious matter. So that's why I say her story is not hard enough. If the food, there's a big difference between rotten food and food that is cooked and don't taste good. And if the food is rotten, why would you eat some? You open the container with the food and you see that it is rotten. You smell it is rotten. Why would you eat it? A lot of these people, some of these people are, they like to scam people. Maybe she eat the food. This is my opinion. Maybe she eat the food and, she feels she can go and, con them for another plate of food. And then to me, she doesn't look like she has that mental capacity of consciousness. She looked like something is wrong with her. What she did, it was over the top. She didn't have to go to ICE. She could have just called the police if they threw that on her. If they assaulted her, she could have just called the police. She don't have to go to ICE. You ruin somebody's business, you ruin their life. Not only the owners of the restaurant, but also the people who work there. No job anymore. Come on, man. Not moving. Yeah, okay. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted us to expound a little bit on that, because we as Jamaicans, we need to learn how to, to speak to people when you are in the workforce. You know what I mean? I've been in Jamaica there and I've seen it, man, many times. Even the bank, when I went to the bank sometimes, because I'm a Rasta man, you can see how they deal with me. You know what I mean? Now, I don't have dreadlocks anymore. But when I go to Jamaica now and I go to the bank, you see they be smiling. You can see their teeth from a mile, oh, Mr. This and Mr. That. Because when they look at my account, they see that it is in a nice little position. So, they start to mystery you up and things like that. Come on. If a man comes to your establishment and he's spending $1 million, and one comes and he's spending 1 cent, both of them are equally respected. You understand? Both of them is valuable just the same. Whether he's spending $1 million or you are spending 1 cent, you should both get the same respect. That's what business is all about. Where I work, I dare not, even when a customer is wrong with me, I dare not retaliate in an aggressive way. Else I can be dismissed immediately, because in the gig book for the company, where I have to sign where they say they can fire you without any reason. Yes, I have to sign that. Because if I don't sign it, I'm going to be fired. You understand? I have to be very careful how I deal with customers. If a customer, I work now, I go on the wall and I work. Sometimes it takes me hours to finish it. And then you have these shoppers who come in and shop for people. And they come and they ask me for something and it's not on the floor. I can't tell them that I don't have it. I have to go in the back and look first. If I go in the back and look and I don't see it, then I can come out and tell them I don't have it, and then I give them my code. I have a code which part I have to give them to scan it out. Because one of the reasons why I cannot tell them I don't have it too, they can ask me for it and I tell them no, I don't have it. And I didn't go and look for it. And they can just go to another worker and ask him, and he goes and find it. And then I'm going to look like a liar. I'm going to look stupid. I can be reported at the front end, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Jamaicans need to know how to display good customer service. Good customer service. If you work your money and you go out there to spend it, you're going to want to feel good, feel appreciated, you know? You don't want to be, feeling like you're not appreciated when you spend your money at an establishment. It's true. Jamaicans don't have good customer service. And it's true. And Jamaicans like to look down on you if they think that you don't have anything in life or you're not in a certain position. Shouldn't be like that. I mean, it's not Jamaica alone, because I've seen it here too. You have a store here named ShopRite. Those young cashiers, they have no behavior. And their reason for behaving like that is because they have union. All of them is represented by a union. It's not so easy to fire them. For me, my company, my store, there's no union. That's why we have to be careful. That's why they've forced on us this gig book where we have to sign that they can fire us without any reason. You understand? We don't have unions, so we have to be very careful how we deal with customers and interact with customers. Customers are very sensitive. You can say something to them and they take it the wrong way, and they go to front end, they report you. Management don't want to hear what you have to say. You understand? So what I do sometimes, if I see a customer, acting up and things like that, I just keep quiet. And I may say, ma'am or sir, let me get somebody, who is above me, who can help you better than me. Yeah. I try to diffuse it. I try to keep calm and stay away, because I don't want to lose my job right now. I'm planning to, retire in a couple of time, but for right now, I don't want to lose my job. Because at my age, if I lose my job now, who's going to employ me? I'm not going to get a second job at my age right now. Because when you put in that application and they look at your age, that application is thrown into the garbage bin. Yeah, man, Jamaicans, man, we need to know how to, handle business. And business owners need to know how to train their workers, to talk to their customers. You can't go around, disrespecting customers and things like that. So that's why I say I want to hear the other side of the story, because what this lady is saying, it doesn't add up. It does not. Because you come out now with another video talking about you were assaulted and coffee was thrown on you, which you didn't mention in the first one. No, it doesn't add up. It doesn't sound good. So ladies and gentlemen, I have reached my destination. I've reached my work. So I'm going to come out and, get inside and go do some work. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my channel. And I just hope that you guys will continue, to like, share, and subscribe. Make your comments, and use the notification bell so whenever, I go live or making another video, you guys can, get it right away. So yeah, thanks again, and I'm out now.